Right, everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be breaking down another strategy very similar to the 5-second strategy that I taught the other day. Pretty much how it's going to work is we're going to wait for the 30-second candle to close. Then we're going to watch the very first 5 seconds. If it gives us a clear direction of whether it's going to go up or down, we will take a buy or a sell. Here we see that there is a lot of hesitation in this candle, which means that we are not going to take the trade. Whilst we wait for the next candle to form, I want to point out that it needs to be 30-second candles over here, and your trade time needs to be 3 seconds. Also, your trade size needs to be 1% of your account balance, which you can calculate inside of the Classics Quick Trading Calculator. Here we go. We might get another opportunity here. Let's see. It looks like we're clearly going up, but now there's a bit of a hesitation again to the downside. Whilst we wait for that, I want to break down this all again. Pretty much, you're going to use 1% of your initial capital, and you're going to trade that the entire session. Your take profit should be 12 times what your trade size is, and your stop loss should be 5 times what your trade size is. This ensures that you have a 2.2 risk to reward, and that will allow you to be profitable as long as you have about 52% win rate. Here looks like a good place to sell in 25 seconds. There we go. I'm going to take a 3-second sell, and it's a break even, which means that we make no money off of that trade, which is completely fine. I actually don't have my volume on. Now I do. But yeah, let's get back into it. Let's get another trade here. Hopefully, let's see. Looks like it's quite hesitant on both sides. This looks like it's going up very clearly. I'm going to take a buy here in 25 seconds. And we lost that trade. So we're going to add a loss here. And pretty much we're literally going to end the session when we hit take profits, or end the session when we hit stop loss. That's how it's going to work. So let's wait around for another trade that we could take. Let's see here. Hopefully we can get a trade. Looks like it's going down again. Ooh, no, it's hesitating. We can't take this trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and find one that's almost forming streaks like this one. There we go. This might be a better one to trade. Yeah, and let's see how much profit we can make off of this video. Of course, as you guys know, I like to test these YouTube strategies, and this is once again another video where I'm doing that. These strategies aren't like full-on financial advice at all. They are just approaches that allow you to understand binary options trading and quick trading a lot better. There's a win, so let's add that. There we go. Now we are pretty much back to break even on this and 0.67% down. Luckily, we are obviously getting our money back here. Let's see if we can get another trade on this. Good. Looks like it's pushing down very beautifully. We'll enter at 25 seconds for a 3-second sell to follow the direction of the trend, and it's a losing trade once again. And this is what I'm finding a lot with these YouTube strategies, is that they are very inconsistent with their returns, which isn't something you necessarily want as a trader. Like the stuff that I teach inside of this program over here is a lot more consistent. You'll see now. Inside of this program with these 304 members, you can obviously see that the program that it breaks down is going to bring you more consistent results. Because also, if you look at our main website over here, you will see that our community profit is actually at pretty much just over 4 million Rand in student profits over here. And you can see the wins that everyone is getting. And everyone is doing really well with what is going on inside of the program and the strategy that I teach, the systems that I have. But these YouTube strategies are just for the people that want to benefit from free material, which is completely fair to those people as well, and is to allow you to have a better understanding. All these strategies that I share in here are for practicing purposes only, so that you have more clarity going into sessions. Let's see if we get an opportunity here. No, looks like it's hesitating between going up and down. So I think what I'm actually going to do here is adjust my take profit and stop loss. So I'm going to adjust my take profit to 4 units, and I'm going to adjust my stop loss to 2 units, like this. Actually, no, let me give myself room for one more. There we go. So this will be the new take profit and new stop loss for this session using these strategies. Of course, I don't use as much of a trade size with my $400,000 account. On that account, I use around $1,500. But yeah, once again, this looks like a losing trade. I'm actually going to pretty much, let me just rather do this, adjust this back to 5 units and then try aim for a little bit of profit if we possibly can. Because what I'm noticing with these YouTube strategies is that they are terrible. I think I've only highlighted on my channel maybe 1 or 2 really good videos. Like if we go and look at the channel itself that I have, there's a couple that were really good that I would suggest. The strategy is really good, and the breakdown that I use in here is really good as well. Also, this is also a really good strategy. There's a couple of really good strategies, but then of course we have terrible strategies as well. And it looks like this one's heading in that direction, but we can always hope for a turnaround. Looks like this is going to go up, so we can take this trade for a buy. And once again, it has gone down. Yeah, it happens. That's part of trading. But it looks like we are 2 more units away from hitting our stop loss. But that's just how trading works using these YouTube strategies. And I just want to prove to you that YouTube strategies are just not that good. When you want to test them or use them, they're not going to bring you money because they don't use fundamental principles inside of trading. They just base their approaches off of luck. As you can see here, these are terrible. Whereas what I teach and the strategy I teach to these 300 plus people over here brings them consistent profits, like you saw over here. Brought them over 4.2 million since we started on the 1st of November 2025, which was last year. But of course, I still make these videos so that you guys can learn what quick trading is and how it works and how the trades happen and how I place them. But yeah, here we go. Back to -4 units. So let's keep going. Let's see if we can get some profits back. Let's wait for another entry here and see if we can bring profits in. There's another sell. I took that sell there just because I saw that strong push, but we can take another sell here. And I'm going to add 2 wins here. So one of the wins was just off of my pure raw analysis from what I know inside of here and what I teach inside of here to bring me that win. But then one of the other wins was actually from the strategy itself. There we go. So yeah, we're going to aim for around 4 units in the win, just because it isn't necessarily bringing us too many wins right now, how we would like it. So we're just going to be smart with our risk management. Here's an opportunity to take a buy. Looks like another win. So we're pretty much back to break even, just a little bit down. I'm actually going to adjust this to 3, just because we're on a good winning streak here. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if we can hit that take profit. Let's see, a couple of seconds left till the next candle. Here we go. Okay, it's hesitating once again. I think that's purely because we're sitting at a resistance zone over here. As you can see, there's a bit of a resistance and support area here. So we just need to push away from this in order to get trading opportunities. But right now, still hesitating inside of this zone, which we don't want. It's also pushing off of a trend line here. So we might expect a push upwards here. But once again, more hesitation. Can't take the trade because it's going up and down. So not the best trade to take. And also I want to be wise because I'm pretty much back to break even, as you can see here from the graph. Let's see though, in the next 10 seconds, if the strategy can prove me wrong and it can bring me profits. Here we go, 5 seconds to go. See if we can get another trade going. That has a strong push to the upside, so we can take a buy here. It's a losing trade. Back to -1 units. And we will continue to look for more trades. With 10 seconds to go here, looks like we're forming another resistance area here that we can push down from. So expect some sells here. Probably going to get ready for a sell. There we go. Good sell. And back to break even. So at the moment, I'm starting to think we're at break even. I should probably just go for 2 units of profit and call it. So yeah, maybe 3 more wins here. Back to the resistance area here though. So we're probably going to get another sell off of this. If not, that looks like a strong push to the upside. There we go. And we lose. So if you guys notice, the longer and longer this session lasts, the more and more I shrink my units. So I'm actually going to shrink this to 3 units now. And we're going to be trading for 91 profit or 136 loss, because I still believe with these winning streaks, we can push back upwards for a winning opportunity here. This looks like a strong push to the downside, so we can get an opportunity here. And there we go. Right, perfect. Back to break even once again, pretty much. We need to win, I'd say, 3 more trades here in excess to get the profits that we want. But yeah, let's see how this does go. On these next trades, we are hitting a strong support area here, around here, but this looks like a strong push to the downside, so this could be a good sell on this continuation. And we had a break-even trade. I just want to update this region here because this does look like a strong support. So on this next trade, if it breaks through, we can expect probably a reversal back upwards into this area, or we're going to probably continue downwards, but we just need to take the trades based off of this candle and the movements in the first 5 seconds. So another push to the downside. This looks like another selling opportunity at 25. Here we go. We take that sell, pushes down very strongly, and we win. Perfect. Now we're back into a profit, and we need to win 2 more trades to hit our take profits targets. 15 seconds to go. Let's look to the left. No resistance areas, so this could either continue streaking downwards or upwards. So we could get good opportunities here. In either direction, there won't be any resistance or hesitation in either direction, so this should be a winning trade. Another break-even trade, so we can't add that to our profit or loss statements in the trading calculator. So we're just going to wait. Here's a brand new resistance area that's formed on top of this candle here, so we need to take note of that and probably start looking for sells. Now an order block is formed, so this could be a good buying opportunity here. There we go. Let's take a buy. Order block over here. It's a good selling trade, good buying trade there, so we can add that buy and that win. Right, and we are 1 trade away from winning. So let's see what's going on here. We've got a strong resistance area here, off of here, so let's wait for it to hit that region. There we go. And then pretty much we're just gonna wait for a strong reversal downwards on one of these candles. Looks like this one's quite of a hesitation, so we're not going to take this trade. We probably want this to tap back into this region a bit more and possibly into this fair value gap, which it will create. Let's just see. There's our fair value gap, and let me just copy onto another slice here, another piece here for this resistance area. So this is probably going to be a selling trade on this next candle. But let's see. Okay, looks like a strong buy. Can take a buy trade here. And we have won. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our take profit. As you can see, I had to adjust this accordingly based off of these losing streaks so that we can obviously capitalize on these winning streaks for as long as they last. We can see the profit and loss that I got off of this session was $100 using a small risk size of $4,560 of initial capital. As you can see, we obviously grew that by literally $100. and also over here, as you can see. And yeah, very successful strategy. I'd suggest when you do use it, you need to use it with support and resistance. So sort of these areas when they push up and down off of the key levels. I think tomorrow I'll break down how support and resistance works and how you can actually use it in a trading strategy. So that's going to be, well, the next video. And I'll break those things down. And before you leave, make sure that you do join the trading program and you check out our website as well, which will take you to the WhatsApp group. But other than that, good strategy, close to 60% win rate. We're profitable. We used smart risk management. We updated our targets over here, our take profits and stop losses, because obviously we knew graphically how the streaks were moving. And that obviously allowed us to create a model and a principle where we can obviously gain 2 units of profit here and allow us to make sure that we reach our take profit. But that is the 3-second strategy. Just make sure that when the candle closes, that there is a clear movement in one direction so that you can take a 3-second trade. And make sure that you're selling off of resistance areas, specifically like resistance areas. So like if it hits an area like this at the top, it pushes down hard, or a support area where you would take buys, and it needs to push hard off of an area at the bottom upwards. And that's everything. Thank you guys for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.